Well, that was unexpected, much like basically the rest of the playoffs. Let's jump into it. Welcome back to the Football Man or the Tackle Talk Network, wherever you're watching. I greatly appreciate it, whether it be Spotify or YouTube. I will say, looking pretty good today. That all aside, I don't want to get too distracted from being able to do my job. My job being bringing you the best, and I mean the best sports show on the planet. Make sure you like and subscribe. Please share it with your friends. Like, come on, it's not that hard. You got a share button, you got a like button, and there's a big old red or white subscribe button that you might have on your screen. But anyways, you don't have to subscribe, but if you happen to stumble across this and you do like somebody, or you don't even have to like them, but if you know somebody that would like sports, give them a shout out. Like shout out my podcast. Anyways, so we're going to get started with the Bills and the Broncos on Saturday. Then we're going to move on to the other Saturday games as well. Now, this game was crazy. You had Josh Allen and the Bills taking on the Denver Broncos in Mile High Stadium. Now, Josh Allen had himself a pretty good day, threw 2 interceptions. We'll talk about the second one here in just a second. Bo Nix played a really good game, and we'll talk about him in just a second as well. I mean, he also led his team in rushing. What happens every time a quarterback that's not an actual system-running quarterback leads their team in rushing? I mean, look, Josh Allen didn't even lead his team in rushing. He had 66 yards on the ground as well. This is just a crazy game. Marvin Mims, 8 catches for 93 and a touchdown. Really good touchdown there in the fourth quarter from Bo Nix. Really, really good. Let's get into some clips because there were some awesome clips from this game. Like the offensive lineman catching a touchdown, Frank Crum. Awesome. Apparently he ran a 4.94 in the 40. Dude, there were so many big hits in this game. This game was crazy when it came to big hits. Just insane. It was crazy. Look, boom. Fumble. That's like a Madden hit stick is how I would explain that one. Oh my goodness. And Nick Bonito. I mean, this frozen frame just shows you the entire clip, really, in its entirety. He just destroys Josh Allen. Free rusher. They were supposed to get a chip off the edge. The left tackle didn't do his job, and bang. The ball comes out. Denver jumps on it. There was a lot of turnovers by Josh Allen in this game. There was a turnover late in the game as well. Not late in the first. It's late in the first half. Okay. Check this out. That's another, Madden-esque hit stick. It's just crazy the amount of crazy shenanigans that happened during this game, including the most controversial play in the entire game, its entirety, this ball. Now, my personal opinion, I think it was a catch, but they said that apparently right here he doesn't have control of the football and that his knee was on the ground, yes, but when he had the ball in his hands right here, apparently it's still not in control. And then over here, it's obviously the DB has it at this point, making it an interception. There's a close-up view of this, and there was tons of talk about this play. People saying that this play determined the entire game for the Denver Broncos. But as you can tell, Denver will go on to win this game in overtime by this awesome field goal, 33-30. And Bo Nix does not look very he looks happy, right? Josh Allen obviously cried in his presser. Not great for the Denver Broncos, because we ended up seeing a shocking reveal that Bo Nix will miss the rest of the playoffs because he has something broken in his ankle. Sean Payton came back out after his presser and said, hey, by the way, Bo Nix, we just got reports that he broke his ankle and he will be missing the rest of the playoffs. I don't mean to speculate, but I do mean to speculate because that's my job. I think that something happened not on the field, off of the field, there was a separate situation that caused a broken bone in Bo Nix's ankle. Because I've looked at the footage, I've looked at the play, I've heard the doctor explain it. It just doesn't make sense. He was not in pain. He was fine. He was moving around. If you were moving around that well after you broke your ankle, you don't have to miss the rest of the playoffs, and you sure as heck don't need to go in for surgery. So that's my biggest thing on it. Take it as you will. All right, other news right before we hop into the absolute beatdown. Kevin Stefanski got hired by the Falcons. I don't know why you hired Kevin Stefanski, but go for it, man. All right, the Seattle Seahawks game. I specifically remember watching this game and full on being like, this atmosphere is crazy. Like pregame, the atmosphere was insane. And then off rip, the very first play of the game, this happens. They catch the ball. Like the scoreboard just popped up at 14:57. He's got a block, and he just takes it all the way to the house. Like,
still going! A flag flies!
There was a flag because Robbie Gould, their kicker, tried to trip him, like soccer style, like slide in there with his feet and trip him.
He's going to take it all the way!
But yeah, he takes it all the way, very first play of the game. And from that moment on, I was just like, yeah, 49ers have no chance, especially because a couple plays later, the 49ers were on offense, and Brock Purdy got lit up on a play, and he fumbled the ball, or at least we thought it was. It ended up being ruled an incomplete pass, and they took it back for a touchdown. But, dude, I mean, it was just unforgiving. There's a ton of things I could talk about this game. How about the fact that the score was 41-6? Let's talk about that for a minute. Brock Purdy did not play well. This offense for the 49ers, I told you guys, was not going to show up because the Seattle Seahawks defense is just that good. Mac Jones ended up coming into the game and arguably put up a better QBR than Brock Purdy. Not arguably, did put up a better QBR. He only threw 4 passes, 50% completion percentage, but Brock Purdy led his team in rushing. What happens when you lead your team in rushing? As a quarterback, and you're not a running quarterback like scheme, it's a problem. You're either going to have a quarterback injury or you're not going to win the game. Like that's just crazy. Unless it's like by a couple yards. I mean, yes, I get it, but McCaffrey's been a unit all season. I mean, Christian McCaffrey only had 35 rushing yards. We're talking about a guy that had 1,200 yards on the ground and 900 through the air. Christian McCaffrey was an absolute unit. He had over 2,000 yards total from scrimmage this season. He was insane. Insane this season for the San Francisco 49ers. And what happened? They couldn't get him going in this game. Sam Darnold didn't really even do much. I mean, you look at these stats, he threw 12, he completed 12 passes and he threw 17 passes. Kenneth Walker, 19 carries for 116 yards and 3 touchdowns. His longest rush of the game was 15 yards. Rashid Shaheed had a jet pass, or it was actually a handoff on a reverse, but it was for 30 yards. It was 30 yards, guys. That's how crazy this game was. I mean, it was just insane. Kenneth Walker had a good game, and it was just different. Just different. Oh, man. I told you guys that Seattle was not going to lose this game. Like, it wasn't even going to be close. Now, this game, I will say, what in the turnovers? Like, I could label this video straight up turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Like, just turnovers, NFL turnovers, because that's all this game was. That's all these games were. There was just turnovers after turnovers after turnovers. Heck, I might have to start making turnovers because I don't know how to make them. And apparently, if you need to be in the NFL, you need to know how to make turnovers. Anyways, I say that all just to say that C.J. Stroud threw 4 interceptions. That's crazy. And they were all in the first half. All in the first half. C.J. Stroud completely folded. Now, he did come out in the second half, and they played better, I guess. They had 2 field goals, I think. So, yeah, kind of a sucky deal. Nick Chubb, I think he retires. But Ramondre Stevenson, you know what? Actually had a good game. But Trayvon Henderson, he had 12 carries. He was kind of getting shut down a little bit. So it was actually good that they gave Ramondre Stevenson more yards, especially because he had a 20-yard rush, and I think the second or third quarter. And Drake May performed good enough. He had 3 passing touchdowns and 180 yards total through the air. He did throw an interception, but, I mean, the Patriots' offense just performed well enough to get it done, and they performed better than I thought they would against the Texans defense, because that Texans defense, excuse me, was crazy. I mean, they sacked Drake May 5 times. Okay, hold on, timeout. Some crazy clips from this game, because there was a lot of them. I mean, it was snowing, it was beautiful. Like, let's just take a look here. So, first off, this interception by Carlton Davis was crazy. He had a foot down and a knee down. It's a diving interception play. CJ Stroud, first off, he tried to do the play action, and the running back just ran away before he even finished the play action. Throws this ball where, I mean, I think he overthrew this guy. Yeah, massively overthrew Kirk over here, and then just dove for it and got it. It was a nasty pick. It was a good game for the Patriots defense. Stephon Diggs made an awesome catch. I'm not really going to talk about there was a lot of good things in this game. This was the best one, in my opinion. Drake May dropping back, fourth quarter, and Keyshawn Boutte just makes the catch of a lifetime. I mean, just the catch of a lifetime. Nobody else I have seen make this catch. And it's in the snow. It was snowing. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful scene. You know, you got the fans going crazy. You're at home. You're in the snow. I mean, just look at this. Look at it. Look at that. It's a cinematic shot. I mean, just bang. Now, if he would have actually caught it right here, that would have been really cool. He ends up bobbling it a little bit, and then he falls in the end zone. But he catches it. But in the snow like that, man, that's crazy. It's just crazy. It truly is crazy. What happened here? Here we go. Okay, I fixed this finally. But yeah, New England Patriots finally getting it done against the Texans as I predicted. I actually did really good on my predictions this last week. I went 75%. The only game I didn't get was the Buffalo Bills, and rightfully so. They went into overtime, and it was a close game. All right, last game we're going to look over. We're going to look at the Rams and Bears. Now, this game was, typical Bears game. Nothing to watch for the first 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter happens, and you're like, dang, what happened? Caleb Williams, 3 interceptions. Unacceptable. Not good. He wasn't sacked at all. Matthew Stafford was sacked 4 times. This Bears defense was keeping him in this game. The Rams couldn't get anything done on offense either. Colston Loveland again leading the room in passing yards. DeAndre Swift had 76 yards on the ground. Kyron Williams had 2 touchdowns and 87 yards on the ground as well. Some crazy clips from this game, guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, turnover mayhem. It was turnover mayhem is what this divisional round was. By the way, can we just all admire how good this picture is? In the snow. I mean, there was 2 snow games. This one was actually a true snow game because there was actual snow that stayed on the field compared to, like, the Patriots game where, yeah, there was snow, but it wasn't, like, anything too crazy. But, dude, this play right here. Okay, 27 seconds left. Rams are up 7. 4th and 4 on the 14-yard line. And Caleb Williams goes, you know what? I'm getting blown up here. I'm getting blown up here. I'm getting blown up here. And DeAndre Swift is leaking out of the backfield. Instead of being a logical boy and throwing it right to his running back, no. I got to run straight backwards, which is a big no-no. And I've got to just heave it from the 40-yard line. And it somehow gets caught because the Rams DB is barbecue chicken and forgot how to guard a tight end. So just insane. Cole Kmet. Insane catch, insane throw. And you know what was really crazy about this play? Caleb Williams showed literally no emotion. Look at this clip. The top clip here. Caleb Williams, he's going to throw this ball. It's going to be beautiful, right? He gets smoked. He gets obliterated. Just watch his face. Here comes the catch. He just gets up. Joe Tooney's like, oh yeah, look at that, and then he's just kind of tootling along. That goodness. Now, yes, the Rams did end up winning this game 20-17 in overtime. Caleb Williams threw a pick in overtime, and yeah, it was a bummer deal because it was such a good game. Caleb Williams made that insane pass. They had a chance in overtime to go score a touchdown and put the Rams back in a corner, and Caleb Williams threw a pick. The Rams go down, and they kick the game-winning field goal. As far as power rankings this week, you have 4 teams left in the Patriots, the Broncos, who are Bo Nixless, by the way. They do not have Bo Nix and will not have Bo Nix for the championship game. Instead, they will be starting Jarrett Stidham. Also, out for the playoffs is Zach Charbonnet. Hope those guys will get better and heal up. It's kind of critically important for these two teams. Other things on the hires before I get to the power rankings. You had Jeff Hafley getting hired by the Miami Dolphins. I think that was their head coach. Yes, it was, Jeff Hafley. So that was a good move for them. Robert Saleh getting hired by the Tennessee Titans. Great move for them as well. I think he's going to be a good coach. I think he didn't have the time nor the means to actually make it work in New York. So we'll see what he can do as a Titans head coach. As far as Matt Nagy, he has not signed anywhere yet. He'll probably be signed on as an offensive coordinator, if I had to guess. Another big coach deal that happened was Sean McDermott was fired by the Buffalo Bills right after their loss. I don't agree with this. I think that he had time, right? He had 8 years or 8 seasons or something like that with the Buffalo Bills. He's had Josh Allen. I don't think any of this is Sean McDermott's fault. If anything, you just straight up get rid of your GM. He hasn't gotten anybody good for the Buffalo Bills, and if he has had anybody good, they haven't stayed around. Stephon Diggs, they haven't stayed around. And so you need to be able to have somebody for Josh Allen, and instead they fire Sean McDermott and they promote their GM, which doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. Okay, what was the other? Oh yeah, the other coaching move that was quite big, quite big. John Harbaugh. Or is it Jim Harbaugh? I think it was John Harbaugh. Yes, John Harbaugh signing with the New York Giants and as their brand new head coach. That's going to be scary next year because the Giants actually were probably the worst team in the NFL this season. That sounds absolutely crazy. But, power rankings time. Let's get into power rankings because y'all want to get into power rankings and y'all would rather me just shut up already. Okay, 4 teams. Here we go. 4 teams in the power rankings. At number 4, you've got the Denver Broncos. Now, the Denver Broncos, I don't know what else to say other than you have to believe in, not Bo Nix, Jarrett Stidham. You have to believe in Jarrett Stidham this next week to be able to pull off an amazing game against the New England Patriots. You had a good run this season. You still have a chance. That defense is dang good, but I consider the Texans defense a better defense than the Denver Broncos defense. So who knows how that game's actually going to go against the Patriots. I'll have a prediction video coming out as well. It's kind of a mix-up of this video and the next video, so make sure you check that out. All right. At number 3, however, I actually have the Patriots. So the Patriots, they're coming fresh off of a win against the Texans, who obviously had the best defense in the NFL, and they have their first AFC Championship appearance since, I think it was 2017. Yes, the 2017-2018 season. It'll be interesting to see how that game plays out as well. At number 2, I've got arguably the best roster and the most overall rounded team in the NFL, the 12-5 Los Angeles Rams. Now the Rams at number 2 here in my playoff prediction rankings. I think that they're a really good team. They have the pieces. They have Puka Nacua. They have Devontae Adams, who made a stunning sideline catch in that last game. They have against the Bears. They have a really good defense with Jared Verse. They have the pieces to be able to make it work against the Seattle Seahawks. The reason I have the Seattle Seahawks at 1, which I'll get to them in just a second, but the Rams have got to get it going on offense if they want to beat the Seattle Seahawks. The reason I have them at number 2 right now is because they could easily beat the Seahawks because their offense is so good. That offense with Matthew Stafford, who's probably going to win the MVP. Honestly, if the Patriots and the Rams make the Super Bowl, the playoff race for not the playoff race, but the race for MVP is going to become a lot tighter, and they have to vote on that before the Super Bowl. So that's going to be kind of crazy to see. But if either the Patriots or the Rams get knocked out, I personally think that Drake May or Matthew Stafford will win the MVP. Based off of who wins and who loses in the AFC Championship and NFC Championship. Now, back to the Rams. Really good team, really good season. You have the number 1 passing offense. You got to put that to use this week. It's going to be a good game. I'm eager to see who wins. And you can see my predictions in the next video. And, of course, at number 1, I have none other than my champion runner-up team, because I had the Bills winning the Super Bowl, and that didn't happen. The Seattle Seahawks. Now, Seattle. You are the number 1 on my list because you just took the belt and beat the 49ers this last week, 41-6. The only not so close game in the divisional round of the playoffs. Fantastic win. You're going to have this game at home again against the Rams. It's going to be a tight one. The Rams can win. The Seahawks can win. Who am I going to choose? You're going to have to wait till next week. I'm just kidding. You're going to have to wait. You can just go check out the video now, probably. I probably just released it a day later. Who knows? And if it's not out yet and you want to watch it, make sure you have that notification bell on so you can tell when it uploads to YouTube or Spotify, whichever one. Just keep on the lookout for it. But the Seattle Seahawks, Sam Darnold is going to be able to keep you in this number 1 spot. And the reason I have them number 1 is because the Seahawks defense, the dark side, if you will, that's what they call themselves, has been phenomenal in this last couple weeks, especially against the 49ers. The 49ers were kept without a touchdown against the Seahawks the last 2 times that they played each other. That was kind of crazy. The Seattle Seahawks defense is so good, and even though they have Zach Charbonnet out, I still have them at number 1 on my list. All right, and that's going to do it for today. Make sure you like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.